Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Tonight our original plan was to be at Wayne County Speedway for an Outlaw non-wing 500 to win show and then running their weekly A-class show. We planned on doing that tonight so we could save on hotel costs and then drive straight home after that. But when I was in the payout line last night, I got to the front and signed for my money for stock non-wing, and I realized that it paid 500 to win. So I talked to the track owner and he said any full field pays 500 to win tonight. So we're back here at US 24 chasing some more money. We got super close to winning stock non-wing last night, so I'm hoping we can have another really good night tonight and have a shot at the 500 to win. So on top of that, we're here for the HART Outlaw non-wing series. It's the end of the final night of Hoosier Dirt Cup, and we've been having a pretty good time at these tracks we went to. We went to Plymouth on Thursday, which was a new track for us, and then we were at US 24 last night, and we're here tonight as well. So it's been a pretty good week. I'll let you guys know a little bit more about lineup stuff when I get a chance. We got a really good parking spot tonight. We're at right up here at the front of the pits. So as you can see, the drivers meeting is just about to start, so I'll have to get up there for that. But yeah, it's great. We want to go watch racing. We just take 20 steps up there and we're there. So it's looking to be a pretty good night for us, and then we're driving back home tomorrow. So we did qualifying for stock non-wing, and it went okay for us. I didn't feel like I had the car set up that great actually, but I was still second quick in my group, so not too bad of a run for us there. But I know if I tightened the chassis up a little bit more, I would have been a lot faster. I really didn't expect it to slick off and get quite as dusty as it did in hot laps, even though I did tighten up a little bit more than yesterday actually. But it slicked off quite a bit, and I struggled a little bit in hot laps. Still got a decent result, so that'll start us third for the stock non-wing heat race. We're just about to go for the Outlaw non-wing heat race, and then immediately after that will be the stock non-wing heat race. So I'll get with you guys after heat races, and hopefully we have a couple of good results to talk about. feature. They just went out and reworked the track, gave it a little moisture on the bottom and the top. It looked like a little bit of rubber was coming through earlier, so I'm glad they went ahead and tilled up that bottom. I think it'll help us out later in the night. Immediately after that, we'll have the stock non-wing feature, and we'll start 14th in that one. Not as good of a starting spot as I'd like to have in that, but the track was just so on the top in the heat race that there was nothing I could figure out to pass cars. So we'll be starting kind of deep in both of these features, but I think we're definitely in a spot where we can at least make something happen and move forward. Went third to third in the Outlaw non-wing heat, and the track definitely wasn't bad. In the first few laps, some guys were throwing slide jobs, and I was able to make some time on the bottom, but top was just too good, and one guy sailed back by me, and I stayed in third the rest of the race. So not an improvement, but lucky enough that we were able to make the show in Outlaw non-wing and not have to go through a B main. And then in the stock non-wing heat, I started third, and same deal right there, where I started on the bottom and guys got by me on the top early, and I wasn't able to make anything happen for the rest of it. So that's kind of what went on in the heat race, and now we're just looking forward to features. not a super great night for us right there. Started 13th in the Outlaw non-wing and made my way to 10th. Gained some, lost some, and ended up 10th at the end, which I felt like was a pretty decent run for us, all things considered, and what we went through throughout the heat race, and then running with the Outlaws on a pretty technical track there at the end where you had to be pretty smart. Rubber started to show through on the bottom, especially in 3 and 4. I felt like was a lot better on the bottom than it was on the top. I gained one through 3 and 4 on the very last lap, I think, by running the bottom down here. So top was still there though. I mean, the top was still pretty competitive the whole time. So pretty decent run for us in that one. And then started 14th in stock non-wing, worked my way up to 6th at one point, and just couldn't quite get. I made my way up to 6th, and I felt like I was faster than the cars in front of me, but I just wasn't probably going to be able to work my way around them very easily, or at least not all of them probably. So but I definitely felt like I was faster than they were running the bottom in 3 and 4 and the top in 1 and 2. Just wasn't really anywhere to go. But then coming out of 4 one time, something busted and RPM spiked, and so I just pulled it down to the infield, and it threw the chain off. I'm not 100% sure why it threw the chain off, but I think it may have been because the sprocket hub broke. I wish I still had the car out so I could show it to you guys, but the way it broke, it kind of broke all the way around that sprocket hub, around those splines. So I'm kind of thinking that hub just finally gave way after so much stress. I don't know how long we've been running it, but I'm sure it's a long time. So unfortunate for us to say the least, pretty disappointing, but I am proud of this week, coming home in the top 10 in Outlaw non-wing all week. So that's definitely something to be proud of and to carry on with. We'll get the car back together and get out next week, I think. Probably just for a Saturday show at SIR. They've got the prelude to the Terry Sprague Memorial next week, which is 1,000 to win, Outlaw non-wing. And it's just going to be good for us to get some extra laps around that place for the Terry Sprague Memorial in a few weeks. So I think that's where we'll end up next week, provided we get everything and get it back together. But for now, we'll just get to work on getting it back together and try to keep a positive attitude about it. Really feels like things have just not been going our way at all here lately, so it's easy to get kind of down, but I'll do my best to stay positive moving forward. But I hope you all enjoyed this video at US 24 Speedway with the HART series. As always, I have to give a big shout out to all of my partners: Nathan Benson Motorsports, G-Force Chassis, Sure-Built Suspensions, Porter Steel Buildings, DDI Fabrication, Advantech Dyno Service, and AFD Graphics for everything that all of them do to help us out and make this possible. Thanks to all of you guys for following along. The channel's been doing really well lately, so I appreciate all of the support. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. If you really enjoyed it, click like and subscribe for more content like this. We'll be doing this all throughout the fall and into November, so I hope you guys enjoy it and subscribe for more. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode at US 24 Speedway, and hopefully I'll be back with you guys next week at SIR.